Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full get ready with me, which includes skincare, makeup, outfit. I am going for the Future Awards today. It's my first time going for the Future Awards and I'm really excited because I've always loved the Future Awards. I've always loved what they stand for. So I'm very honored to have the opportunity to attend the Future Awards. So you know I'm about to go all out. I don't know what to really call my look today. Today's look is a combination, I think, of a classic silhouette, but with like an edgy, with an edgy edge. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope it makes sense. Anyway, before we continue with today's video, please do me a huge favor and subscribe to my channel so that you can always see my beautiful face like this. But yes, please subscribe to my channel. I'm close to 3,000 subscribers and I would love for you all to join my family here on YouTube. Also, please don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you always get notifications of whenever I upload a new video. We have at least 2 hours of prep time to get through this entire look and I'm about to show you all. So let's get doing skincare. As you can see, I'm doing skincare right now. I have a mask on. While this mask is drying, let me tell you what I use to cleanse my skin and also tell you what this mask is. You guys have already heard this product. This is the New Skin Glycolic Facial Wash from Beauty Formulas. This is their glycolic acid facial cleanser. I used that to wash my face this morning. I am going for a very smooth and even canvas. So everything I'm using skincare wise today is to give me that smooth canvas for makeup. Now this mask, funny enough, is a combination of a facial scrub and of an actual mask. I decided to combine the New Skin Glycolic Facial Exfoliator with the Beauty Formulas Tea Tree Deep Cleansing Facial Mask. I decided that if I wanted to have the smoothest, nicest, cleanest skin around, I think a combination of these two products will work. This is a scrub, a facial exfoliating scrub, very, very gentle on the skin that contains glycolic acid, lactic acid, and salicylic acid. And then this is a tea tree mask. It's one of those cream masks and it contains tea tree. Tea tree oil is very good for cleaning out your pores, antiseptic. So it helps to clean out, all your pores and stuff. So this has been on my face for a couple of minutes. I wanted to dry down just a little bit more. It's still very, not wet, but it's still very creamy. So I need to dry down a little bit. Then I'm gonna use a towel and wipe it off and continue with the rest of my skincare. Next step, I'm gonna be taking my cotton round. These are cotton rounds that I got from a shop in my estate. One side is kind of rough and has like a weird net on it, and the other side is soft. I use the side with the nets, like with the rough net, with my Pixie Glow Tonic to exfoliate and get my skin nice and smooth. Pixie Glow Tonic does a really good job at smoothing out your skin under makeup. Before makeup, sorry, not under makeup. But your skin just ends up looking like nice and smooth. Then I'm gonna put on the New Skin Glycolic Hydrating Gel. I'm basically using the entire line today. So I'm just gonna... Then I'm going to use some eye cream. This is the L'Occitane Precious Eye Balm. It's a really nice and moisturizing eye cream. So I mentioned this in my daytime skincare video, that I only use eye cream during the day and usually mostly under makeup. And that's because I really want my under eyes to be nice and smooth. I have very, very, very dry under eyes. So I like to moisturize them before putting on makeup so that they look really nice and smooth and not too dried out when I put on foundation and stuff. I'm going to be using the Inkey List. Inkey List, I think that's what it's called. Inkey List Vitamin C Serum / Cream. It's basically a silicone cream. It's like vitamin C suspended in silicone. I just take a little bit of that. I always apply this vitamin C cream on my cheeks mostly because that's where I'm trying to fade my acne scars. And then I take whatever is a bit left and I tap it under my eyes. This is the Banish oil from Banish. It's a vitamin C oil. It's 99% vitamin C if I remember. Yes, 99.9 pure grade L-ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. So I just use like a couple of drops and press it into my skin. Last but not the least, lip balm. This is the Mind Your Beeswax lip balm from Uwe. I'm just gonna take a little bit of it and just, let's get into my brows. You guys already know the process behind my brows, which means I gotta show you guys everything. Waiting there. So I want to put some powder on my brows down so that it's easier for me to actually fill in my brows. So I'm just taking a little bit of powder, loose powder, and I'm just basically brushing down my brows. I was thinking of doing my face makeup first, like doing complexion first, but I've noticed that with these shadows, there's kickback. They're not chalky, they're not powdery, there's kickback. So I don't want to mess up my complexion doing my eye makeup like after I do my face makeup. So I'm just taking my brown Davis pencil and I'm just gonna start drawing some strokes and filling it in. The theme for the Future Awards is black tie, so I really want to go for a really nice elegant look. So I'm gonna now use my black pencil and use that to add a bit more darkness to the edge, to the tail. I'm gonna use my ColourPop No Filter concealer to shape out and define my brows. I'm not using a lot. Brows for me are always like back and forth, back and forth. They're never just like, I do my brows at once and I go. I always have to go back and do something. All right, we have almost shaped brows done. Just need to blend out the concealer. I'm gonna be using this flat foundation brush. Flat foundation brush comes from one of my oldest makeup brush kits. When I was in America, I bought a makeup brush kit from Sephora, and this brush is the only surviving, actually this brush and this brush. I have two brushes left surviving from that makeup brush set, which is why I always think that makeup brushes are like a worthwhile investment, because they will last you a while. Like, these makeup brushes have seen so many products, so many palettes, just so much stuff. A good brush set will be there for you for life, honestly. I don't want today's look to be extravagant, but at the same time I want it to be a statement. I'm gonna first start off with the shade Supreme, which is this hot pink right here, and I'm gonna be using it with my Evita Joseph Deluxe Blender brush. I'm gonna first pat the shade there. Basically, I'm packing the shade onto where I want, then I'm going to blend it out. This ensures that you get the most pigment. Before you start blending, first pat it in place. You know, it's so funny, my birthday is coming up, and I'm actually like really, funny enough, not in the mood to celebrate my birthday. Not that I'm not in the mood, but like I'm just like, I'm not in the mood to make plans to celebrate my birthday. If somebody wants to celebrate my birthday for me, I'm great. But I, myself, Deola Adebiyi, not really in the mood to celebrate. Like, I don't know why. This year has been a very tough year for me, physically and mentally. I'm just happy to be alive. I'm happy to be growing a year older, but I do want gifts. I hardly get gifts on my birthday, but I would like gifts. I would not mind some gifts this year. This is showing up, paying its bills, it's reading, it's doing the things that you're supposed to do. So I'm gonna take the Deluxe Crease brush and I'm gonna dip into the shade Pinker, which is basically a darker pink, basically. Basically gonna load up the brush with this color and just go back and forth in the crease. So it's basically a darker version of Supreme, and it goes so well. These shades go so well together. Pinker helps to really define Supreme. It really helps to add a little bit of definition. Waiting there. So I'm gonna be taking over Danfo playlisters again. I did it in October, and for December I'm gonna be taking over playlisters again. So if you are interested in playing music, if you think you have a good playlist, if you think that you can come to Danfo and play music and entertain people, holler at me. If you know someone that might want to play, you can send them my Twitter account, or you can like tell them to DM me. I'm already looking for people for December. I want each Friday in December to be a bit different. I don't want the same people playing all the time. I only want the common denominator to be like me, because I'm gonna be playing every Friday. I'm gonna take a tighter crease brush. This is from Sedona Lace, and then I'm going to go into the shade Credits, which is a really nice dark brown. I'm going to use that to define the edges. I like how dark Credits is and how it's not black. Like on the eyes right now, mixed with these other shades, it looks like I put black, but I didn't. All I did was add this shade, which is perfect because sometimes you don't want to use black. You just want to use like a dark enough shade that's going to define that area. So I'm going back in with the brush I used Pinker with, and I'm just blending that out. And then after this, I'm going to use the shade that I used. I'm going to use the brush that I used for Supreme and use that to blend that out as well. I'm gonna go back and add a little bit more of Credit. The lid shade I'm gonna be using is this shade called, what is this? Soleil, yeah. I'm gonna be using this Soleil. I want to use this shade, but I used the shade yesterday and I realized it's like chunky glitter and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, but I'd rather use it as like a center, like a topper, and not as the main lid shade. I'm gonna take the brush that came in this palette, because all these palettes that Anastasia releases, they always come with brushes, and the brushes are actually good quality. So I'm gonna take the flat side and take Soleil, spray it with my Zaron finishing spray. apply it to my lids. I'm gonna flip the brush to the fluffy side, and then I'm gonna use that to blend where Soleil meets the other shades. So I'm gonna use one side of the brush to apply and use the other side of the brush to blend. Gonna go back in with a little bit of credit, just a little bit, to blend out the edge right here. Then I'm gonna take it here as well. And then, you guys know the drill. You guys know how I blend. Gonna go in with the brush that I used with pinker. Then take a little bit of pinker, just a little bit. And then take the brush that I used with Supreme. Take a tad bit of Supreme and blend it out. Now I'm going to take the shade Zam, which is this chunky glitter texture here, and I'm gonna use it to kind of brighten up the center of my lid. This shade is flaky. It's like pressed glitter, so it doesn't really it doesn't seem like it's together. It goes everywhere. As you can see, there's already like a lot of glitter, and I haven't even done much. I'm gonna rush and quickly finish up this eye so that we can be on the same page, so we can do the liner and we can do the lashes and everything. So I have finished up the other eye, and I need to come and even lean in. I hope you guys can see how much fallout I get from this shade Zam. This is the fallout from Zam and Soleil. They're very, very fallout heavy, but they look so nice on my eyes. I don't mind the way they look on my eyes. This is Lacoste Smoky Waterproof pencil in the shade KS07. It's a beautiful rose gold. I always like putting this in my waterline whenever I do gold eye looks. I really feel like the gold is really going to open my eyes and allow it to like just pop a little bit more. Now we're gonna do some liquid liner. This is the Zaran HD liquid liner. Won't lie, it's not the best. The applicator is flimsy AF. It is very, very flimsy, but it is very, very black. It dries matte. It's already clumping up, which is very weird. I only bought this like I think 3 weeks ago. It has been much easier for me to do liquid liner with this, but it's also a bit hard because of the applicator, because of how watery it is. Oof. It is hard but easy to do liquid liner with this product. I don't know if it makes sense. I also want to say that I have been getting so much better at liquid liner. I don't have to correct my liquid liner anymore these days. Back in the day, whenever I do liquid liner, I would always use concealer to kind of like straighten it and clean it up. But these days I don't have to do that anymore. These are basically the only pair of lashes I have. These are the Zaran 3D Premium eyelashes in the style Flare. They're very thick and fluttery lashes. They seem to go with every look I've done so far, and I hope it goes with today's look. I'm going to be using the Ardell Brush On Lash Adhesive. I did not know that Ardell had this version of the glue, but this version of the glue is so much stronger, in my opinion, than the regular version. This version of Ardell's lash glue, once it sticks to your eye, whew, it ain't going anywhere. As that lash is drying, I'm going to be using my mascara. This is the Colossal Volume Express Mascara from Maybelline. This is a technique I use to do my lashes, where I basically use the mirror and put it down here and kind of like look down. It's easier to actually get your lashes done this way, in my opinion, because I'm really able to get in there. First lash done. I'm basically going to do the same thing I did with this eye on that eye. I'm going to apply my lash glue, do my mascara, then put on my lash. I'm going to do all of this off camera. I shall be right back, and by the time I come back, I shall have 2 beautiful lashes on my eyes. This lash is looking absolutely crazy, and I do not know why. It keeps on lifting up instead of sticking out. I've been trying to adjust it since, but it's just doing what it wants, so I've given up. First, we're going to start off with some primer. This is the Black Up Perfect Mattifying Primer. I'm going to squeeze it like this onto my fingers and apply it and press it into where I need it done. Where I need it the most, honestly. I'm gonna take the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder. This is their darkest shade, but unfortunately their darkest shade is a little bit too light for me. So all I do is I use it under makeup to prep my face. When I was trying to decide what foundation I should use, I wanted to use MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I wanted to use the Juvia's Place, but I was like, I'm gonna stick to the foundation that has been giving me a consistent, good face for the past couple of looks, and that is the Makeup Revolution foundation. You know how Lancome was for me last year? This year, this is the foundation. I haven't tested this out at a party yet, so I don't know if it's gonna hold up but I guess I'll see how it holds up tonight at an awards ceremony. I really feel like this foundation is gonna do a good job today. I don't see it doing a bad job because I've been using it for the past couple of weeks and I have been absolutely in love with it. So I'm just gonna buff this into my skin using my flat foundation brush. And this is why I love it. It looks just like my skin tone. Like this is the best matching foundation I have ever used in my entire life. I used to think it was NW48 by MAC, but no. It's this baby right here. I'm probably gonna go and buy some more because if it sells out now, I'll now be asking myself questions like, Deola, look at yourself. Do you know I have no idea what I'm doing with my hair? I have an idea. I have an idea for what I want to do, but I'm not sure of it yet, which is what is worrying me. It looks just like skin. I love it so much. I'm gonna add a little bit more coverage on my cheeks. Still trying to press this lash into place because it keeps on doing like weird thing. I'm trying not to obsess about it too much because if I obsess about it too much, I'm the type that's just gonna rip off the lash and go. But this lash looks really good. This one does not. Skin looking nice and neat and clean. We're gonna do some concealing. First, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 60. You guys know this trick. If you're new to my channel, there's this trick I do where I use a concealer that is basically my skin tone. Gonna wait for that to dry down a little bit, just a little bit. What's in there? This song has been in my head since. Let me see if I can play it for you guys. Hopefully I won't get copyright. It has very old school vibes, like I can dance. I don't know why I'm dancing like this. Hey. What's in there? What's in there? What's in there? What's in there? Hey. I'm gonna be using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Applying concealer here, under my eyes, forehead, and chin. Concealer can be very, very drying, so I'm always careful not to apply too much, especially on my under eyes, which is dry area central for Deola. Gonna wait for this to dry a little bit so that we get a little bit more coverage out of the concealer. Ooh, I forgot to add something. Whenever I go to an event and I want to glow, I always add this underneath. This is the MAC Cosmetics Improper Cream Sheen Base. I apply this to my cheekbones. It's like a highlight underneath the powder and stuff. I start to blend. This brush needs to be washed. I don't know if you can see, like it's caked with concealer and foundation. I'm gonna wash this brush, even though I just washed my brushes, I think 2 weeks ago. I think I washed my brushes 2 weeks ago. Can you see how lovely and glowy and subtle it looks under there? It looks so good. Sometimes I wish I didn't have oily skin so I could really do dewy, glowy looks, because whenever I try and do a glowy look, I end up straddling glowy and Deola, there's a lot of oil on your face. Why are you so shiny, boo? One of my main goals, I think, for 2020 is I'm gonna learn how to do a really nice glowy look that doesn't make me look like a shiny tomato, and instead I just look like a beautiful, glowy, sun-kissed goddess. I'm gonna be setting my under eye with the banana powder from Makeup Revolution. What's in there? What's in there? You guys can see I'm very obsessed with that song. And I heard that song when it came out. The song has been out for quite some time, but I don't know where I went that somebody started playing it. I think it was at Downfall. I was at Downfall and somebody was playing the song. I was like, oh yeah, Oduzi came out with these jams this year. Now I'm back to being obsessed with it. The problem with being a music lover like me is that every Friday, new albums, new songs come out. And as much as I need to keep up with everything, and in fact, I need to do way more keeping up these days and start listening to Nigerian musicians so that I'll be able to do a great job. I'm gonna set the rest of my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Dark. This is almost done. Almost done. Ever since I started doing my makeup this way, I've hardly needed to contour anymore. I don't mind the way my cheekbones have been looking. They've been looking like naturally sculpted. This is the Candid Glow by Yanga Beauty. This is the shade Porkish. If you're going to buy any products from any Nigerian brand, you have to buy highlighter from Yanga Beauty. It is the best. I've had this for I think 2 years and it is nowhere near finishing. Like, I'm gonna use this for a very, very long time. So I'm using my big highlight brush from Evita Joseph. Now I want to be glowy, so I'm gonna be on a red carpet. Oh shit, I forgot to blend this out. I'm gonna take a smaller brush, dip into that same highlight and use it on my nose. We are glowy. Look at that forehead, boo. Gonna take some powder and reduce that because it's gonna look insane. It's so funny, I was thinking of contouring today, but I actually didn't bring down my contour products. For today's look, I'm gonna be using blush. I wanna add a little bit of color to my cheeks. This is the MAC Cosmetics powder brush in the shade Desert Rose. It was in the gift bag from GTB Fashion Weekend. It's pink. From looking at the shade on my brush, it's like a very light pink. And I hope it works well, I hope. Ooh. It's very faint, but it's very there. It's very light pinkish. I love blushes like this that are very subtle, yet they show up. This definitely ties the whole entire face with the eyes. Before I apply too much, let me stop right there. Because I love how it looks on my skin. I was so worried it would look dusty or ashy, but it does not. It gives a really nice hint of color. Before I finish up with the eyes, I'm gonna spray my face with my setting spray so that all these powders can kind of like melt together. I'm gonna go back into my little baby right here. So I'm gonna use the shade Credit. I'm gonna apply that the edges right here. This palette has way more fallout than I thought it would, but even though it has fallout, the pigment is still there. So I'm just pushing this in. I'm not moving the brush like sideways. I'm basically just pat, 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 pat. Before I move to the next shade, I'm gonna go back in with my gold pencil because when we're doing concealer and all that stuff, sometimes it gets wiped away. So I'm gonna take this angled brush right here, dip into the shade Pinker, and use that to blend out the brown and bring it in a little bit here. I actually used to use this brush to contour my nose. I like how I can use it on my under eye, especially when I'm doing looks like this. Plus, it's really good to blend out the edges right here. Last but not least, we're gonna go into the shade Supreme, and I'm gonna use this tiny brush and but like blend it under the eye. I'm not gonna use too much Supreme, but I'll use enough Supreme. We are almost done with the eyes, guys. Almost done. I do think I should add a little bit more. No, I'm not gonna add any more because I know if I add more, it's gonna fall everywhere and then I'm gonna regret it. So no. Oh damn, they just took light. I need to do my lips really fast so that when I'm doing my hair, I don't need to speak because I know the generator is gonna be on. First, I'm gonna use the Zara lipstick pencil in the shade Muse. I feel like I look so much better in darker light. It makes no sense to me. Then I'm gonna use the MAC Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Nippon. It is a lighter pink, but once you blend it, it doesn't look as crazy. Last but not least, and my favorite lip gloss around, this is the Zara Cosmetics Max X Sheen lip gloss in the shade Pink Pearls. Yeah, it does light. I really feel like ripping this lash off, but I'm not going to because I know if I do, it's gonna be a long ass day. All right, so I am done with my makeup. This is the makeup that we have here today. I want you to ignore everything that's happening on screen and just listen to the sound of my voice. While I was doing my hair on camera, I realized that I didn't like the hairstyle I was doing. In fact, I did the hairstyle all through the end. As you will see, I loosened the hair, I oiled it, I slicked it back, but I ended up not liking it because it didn't really match the outfit. So what you guys see here, like what you guys see me doing here, ends up not being the actual look for my hair. I ended up just like leaving the center part and fluffing the hair up. In the video, you will see me packing it back because I thought a good sleek back bun would work, but I realized that it didn't even look good. I didn't have all the right materials for this, so I just left it. So yeah, it looks on camera like I'm doing a bun, but I actually went out with my hair out. If you saw me on Instagram or you saw my Insta stories, you would have actually seen what my hair looks like. Hey guys, so I just realized I never recorded that video that I usually record where I talk about my outfit and stuff. I just got home from the Future Awards. I literally was looking at my footage and I realized I didn't film this. So I'm using my phone because my camera is dead. So this is what I wore to the Future Awards. It's a multi-textured, multi-tiered dress from Fruge. They are an amazing young brand and you should check them out. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below. So if you're looking for something interesting, edgy, and cool, definitely check out Fruge. I paired it with my heels, my black ruffle heels. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that the end is like this, but I'm so tired. My hair is also shrunk. I don't know if you guys can tell. And also I changed my hairstyle because I realized I wasn't working. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And do not forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and see you guys later.